Welcome back to another episode of Conversations with Jules. I'm your host, Jules, where I have real conversations with real people in real life. And Black lives will always matter. And I might give you a conversation you didn't know that you needed. So here we are. Today I am sitting with my girlfriend, Britney, as we sit and we are going to be reviewing the first episode of Lovecraft Country. It's on HBO. It stars Journey Smollett, Courtney B. Vance, Jonathan Majors, Misha Green. It's one of the producers. J.J. Abrams is on it. Jordan Peele. Listen, it's the whole mood. This is the whole vibe. I love it so far. I mean, it just started and I'm kind of into it. For me, it was very reminiscent of like HBO's Watchmen. I don't know if you saw that. It was very, girl, me too. Me too. I felt like that in the very beginning, but then it was also giving me like True Blood meets Stranger Things. Like, it was giving me all of that.
This show about to be blackity black.
Okay. I said, well, come on, Black Lives. Let's go. It was giving me everything I needed. I was like, yes. The music.
Finally, like with Jordan Peele and everything and creating this, creating space for us to be in this horror genre or weird fiction, as you would want to call it, and playing around with that, and how does that, and what does that look like in a Black story?
So I don't feel like I have a good enough grasp of it to give it a synopsis. We're only one episode in, but so far, I guess what I have picked up from it is that the Jonathan Majors is playing. His name Tank.
Atticus.
Tick. Yes. Atticus, he is coming from war and he's not recognized because I guess he was like this puny kid before he went off to war. He came back. His dad ran away and now he has like a birthright to something and they're trying to figure out what this birthright is. Apparently, Courtney B. Vance's character knows something about what's going on. Journey Smollett, her character's name is Letty. But yeah, so they're on this road trip. It's Jonathan Majors' character, Courtney B. Vance, Journey Smollett, are on this journey to get to a small Lovecraft Country, a small county, and I believe it's in Massachusetts. And
I think it's Arkham or something like
that. Arkham, something like that, yeah. Yeah, but first of all, can we just talk about, again, this show being blackity black. Let's just talk about this era. So they're in like the 40s, 50s era. So first of all, yeah, I love the fashion from that era for number one. So that's for starters. But let's just recap what's going on like actually in America at that time. It's a lot of racism. It was a lot of Jim Crow styles and all that good stuff. And I can say it's hard for me to put my mindset in that era. Like, I don't think I would survive as a Black person in that era. But yeah, so I just wanted to say, like, for those who think that we are so far removed from racism, we're not. That was 50, 60 years ago at this point. Like, some of y'all grandmothers are older than what happened in the show. So let's really put our eyes where they're supposed to be and look at what's going on. But some of the blatant, like, racism that it comes across, again, it shows black. And I've heard rumors about the Black Travelers Guide.
Oh, like the Green Book. Yeah. The Green Book, and they touched on Green Book. Yeah, the sundown towns. Sundown towns. You better not still be here when the sun comes down or we will lynch you.
Period. But yeah, so that's pretty much the premise of the beginning of the show. Like, we're going through their journey going from Chicago up to find this Lovecraft Country. They come across some of these monsters, I guess we'll call them. They're monsters in the forest. But the whole time, the woman in the nice car, she's like the protector. So I would love to see, like, again, because even in the previews for like the coming weeks, I was like, wait, this is going through, like, I see Egypt, I see some Roman times, I see some like futuristic stuff. So I was
gonna say, yeah, they definitely touch on some Afro-futuristic stuff too. It's just my favorite parts was one, the music. Raphael Sadiq music is another. He, does the soundtrack for Insecure. Coming, Guns N' Roses with Philly artist Tierra Whack.
I said, well, hold on.
It's like,
I wasn't expecting that song. I wasn't expecting it to be right there. I was like, wait, earlier.
You know, like some old 50s time. Like you would think the music would fit the period. Right. Nah.
You see that right in there. I say, yeah.
Like, yeah. That was one of my favorite parts.
Mm-hmm.
Another favorite part was how, and I really hope that they continue to do this throughout the season, but taking like a notable Black moment and recreating it. And they did that with the Gorton Parks photo of the mom and the little girl on the sidewalk under the colored sign. But it's like in action, and they just like
yeah. I was like, I picked out. I was like, oh, I see you here.
So dope. That was dope. I'm really interested to see how they continue to thread those little things through. Even the part, I don't know if you missed, but people who are fans of James Baldwin with the whole.
That was one of my favorite parts. I was gonna say that. I said, well, shout out to James Baldwin. Well, the whole monologue. That was basically the whole monologue.
But the name of that monologue is actually called The American Dream versus the American Negro. So it's just like the whole thing. I'm like, it's just layers and layers and layers of it being blackity black.
I had a question. So remember in the beginning when Courtney B. Vance and his wife were laying in the bed and they were discussing stop it, because I'll do that too. So my question to you, this was a funny question I had that popped into my head. I wrote it down in my notes. Have you ever heard your parents having sex?
No.
Really?
Nope. Never heard. Oh, I'm so glad I've never heard it. Oh my God. Traumatized. Spare me.
Spare me. I wanted to pick up on, because we had a conversation with Shatera. We talked about colorism. And I saw a little bit of that with her and her sister.
Yes.
When she came back and she got on that stage, and you know it was kind of like there was a little tension there, like, excuse me, this is mine. But then when they were talking, and she was like, you think you can go downtown and get a job at the department store? And she's like, yeah. And she's like, you think it's that easy? And then she was like, well, yeah. And she said, well, I've tried it and it's not. But I think it's, again, relating to that era, it's that colorism thing. Like Journey to Malay was past the brown paper bag test. You know what I mean? And so I picked on those little notes too, and I was like, y'all really are really touching every little blackity black thing that y'all can touch on. And I'm with it, and I'm here for it, and I have nothing bad to say about it.
I like it. I like it a lot. And
I'm excited.
Something new. Like I haven't seen anything like this through a Black lens. And so
right.
I think that's what's so exciting. And I can't wait to see the rest. It got a 4.5 out of 5 for me.
I think for me it's a 5 out of 5. I'm into it. Yep.
5 is just because it's a lot of loose ends that I still so that's
true. Maybe it's like a 4.8 for me.
Yeah, no, I'm really like you said, so many different layers. There's so many different things that you can focus on and pick apart, and just how it comes together. Keeping it relevant, keeping it Black.
Always keep it Black. Always.
And keeping it interesting. And again, it's weird. Like, if you're really into that weird SHIT, then...
Yeah, that sci-fi and that...
You can get down with Lovecraft Country. And that's...
If you can listen, okay? Period. If you can get down on True Blood, you can get down on it. If you can be out here in Bonton, you can be out here in Lovecraft Country. Let's go. All right, so thank you guys for tuning in to another episode of Conversations with Jules. I'm your host, Jules. Today I sat down with my girlfriend, Britney. We talked about the premiere episode of Lovecraft Country that comes on HBO Sundays at 9 o'clock. Make sure you tune in and check it out, even though it kind of interferes with The Chi, but The Chi is going off. But still, it's all right. I caught both of them. It's fine.
I watch The Chi in the morning. Lovecraft at night.
I caught both of them. We're good. Everything's fine. But again, HBO's Lovecraft Country, it is blackity black, as Britney put it. Please check it out. If you were into True Blood, if you were into Stranger Things, if you were into Umbrella Academy, if you were into blackity black, get onto this show. It's everything. But thank you guys for watching. We'll have more to come. Thank you. Watching and listening.